So let me take a deep breath. Woo. Yeah, thank you. So thank you for being here as we prepare for a vision board year 2. I'm so excited, and I thought ukuthi ngicele le meeting so that we get prepared. Because on Saturday we did a dry run of a vision board as a whole, and I realized that there was a lot of information, and if abantu bezofika bengekho prepared, it's going to create a lot of glitches for us, because our vision board this year, we want it to be different. We want it to be appetizing, delicious, and exciting. So I am hoping that by the time sihlukana namhlanje, you will go and prioritize yourself and do the work that needs to be done so that you benefit on the day, the vision board. So we will start today by just doing a check-in, because we do that all the time when we're starting any session, because I do understand ukuthi I do understand we are coming from a long day. Some of us have been, so looking at Mita abazalwane la so mangibuye ngiphazamiseka ningixolele guys. So some of us have been through a lot, abanye bayangena manje, abanye ade bepheka, so I do understand that. So that is why it's important that we do a check-in. So take a deep breath and then check in. How are you feeling right now? What emotion are you feeling right now? And what was the emotion that was dominant during the day? And just tell that to yourself. You can even say it out loud, because it is important. Because sometimes if you keep silent, you might think that you are doing the work and you are not. So for me, the whole day, dominating emotion was I don't know, guys. Ngiyangamukile. Ngiyanganqamuka lapho kunini.
Yes, Mama ungamukile.
Okay, ngihlushwa network today. I'm sorry about that. So but I believe what you've done.
Besacela bavala ama-mic bayangilimaza amadlebe. Shalom ma.
Okay. Can you please close our mics?
Yeah, ngizamile ukukulokhunja ukusenda ilento ikwi-chat.
Uzamele ungani? Can we identify who is it that hasn't closed their mics? Snenhlanhla, can you close your mic, please? And Kolile Dlamini, please mute your mic. Kolile, can you mute your mic, please?
Mama, angizazi ukuthi WhatsApp in. Sekhoneni. Shalom. I-mic isekhoneni bottom left. Upress kuyona izomuteka.
Okay. Asiqhubekeni ke as ulokhu usolike esa-mute mic. So basically, usuku lethu umhla 24, we're hoping that everyone will be on time at 9, and then we do a registration. And from a registration, then we will have a surprise for you guys. There's a surprise that we will be having. And I can't say what it is, but we do have a guest that will be coordinating that surprise that we'll be having on the day. And it's going to be exciting. I can't wait to see your reaction. And then from there, we are going to have tea. Then from there, we start our session. A session here too, it comprises of introduction and also some pointers that you need to understand that you need to understand so that vision board will be a success. Okunye kuzobe kuyi repetition of what is happening today, but it's a little bit different. And then after that, it will be construction of your vision board. When we construct a vision board, what we are asking is that you bring your own colorful pens, like Koki pens, marking pens. I know what we used to provide that last year, but ngenxa cost, guys, it's very expensive. Things are very expensive. I was not able to break the budget. Hence, the event has been being able to ikhokhele yona. I want everybody who is here, I'm not asking which company to feel sorry or anything, but I just want you to understand, so you'll bring your own colorful pens, and then you'll bring your own scissor if you can. We'll also provide scissors, ikero. But yonke into nje ofuna ukwenza ukuthi vision board yakho ibe yinhle, please bring it on the day. And also thina sizoprovide with an A2 sheet when ufika ney'thombe zakho nama accessories akho kwenza ukuthi i-vision board yakho ibe yinhle. And then we will construct our vision board. Then after that, we'll have a meditation where we are actually making it practical. How are we going to meditate on a daily basis while activating our vision board and everything that is on the vision board so that it materialize and become a reality in our lives. So basically, we also have lunch, which is in a buffet format. And then after that, after meditation, then we also have tea. So lunch is over now. So it's going to be a good day. I'm looking forward to it. So into ebengifisa ukuthi siyibheke namhlanje, I'm hoping everybody does see a screen. If you are having a problem with the internet, we are recording this, so we are going to make it available as soon as we are finished on YouTube, so that you can follow it through. So what I want you to think about, this is in a Google form. I will send it also to you so that maybe you fill it in. You have something that is electronic that you can always visit rather than writing with your hand. But in a moment, I would like you to Pali Pants, because this session is all about helping one another and create something and actually write something. And that are connected to our pictures 8. So number one, what I would like you to think about, what are the beliefs that you are holding? Because our beliefs that we are holding, they are actually impacting impilo zethu, whether in a positive way or in a negative way. And also beliefs create stories. Everything that you say on the daily basis are beliefs that you are holding, and they are either working for you or destroying you. So it is important that you pay attention to what you say, the story that you tell yourself in all these 12 categories that I sent you during the week last week. What is it that you are saying? Because your words that you are speaking those words that you are speaking are impacting your mind, and they are also impacting your emotion. And how you feel determines what you are going to be doing, and what you feel, how you feel also determine the quality of your life. So it is important that we pay attention, really, really attention to our emotions, and the stories that we tell ourselves, and the beliefs that we are carrying in our lives. We do have global beliefs, like when we say abantu banje masuyaqedela, and we also have beliefs when we say life is. Okay, we can say life is a gift, which makes you look at life differently from a person who will say life is a struggle, or life is a war, or life is tough. Yeah, so it is important that we look at the beliefs that we carry, like the world is, the government is. What are you saying about the government? What are you saying about yourself? Men are like this, women are like this. Mina kuqobo, I am this, I am an introvert. But if you are a person who wants to connect with people, being an introvert does not really work for you. Now you need to ask yourself, how do I then transition from being an introvert and be that person who is going to be able to reach out to people? So now you are going to write down laphayana long answer noma on your book lapho ukuthi under beliefs, what is it that you are believing about your life, and also about people, about the world, about abantu engage nabo, because that is very important. So ngizocela ukubuza ukuthi ukhona onembuzo. I know ukuthi le ama-beliefs bengingayifakanga, it's a new thing, but I thought let me include it so that you will think about it before mgqibelo. Anybody who wants to ask a question, then you can unmute yourself or write in the chat. Yes, Sanda. Yes, Sanda, you can unmute yourself, then speak.
Do we write what we want to believe or what we actually do believe? Like, do we write what
Can you ask that again? Or can you say that again?
Do we write what we want to believe, or do we write what we already believe in?
Okay, so if belief, okay, njengoba nibona la, let me remove this thing. So njengoba nibona ama-beliefs, kube khona identity, kube khona ama-values. So these must be character. So these 4 things are the things that you are going to look at kulama pillars onke wo 12. So it's scarcely where am I? What is it that I'm believing right now? But what is more important is what you want to believe, so that you can be these things wonke lama areas. Yaphenduleka?
Yes, Mama. Thank you.
Yes, okay. So my beliefs, right? Work out your beliefs, pay attention even during the week. If you can't write anything now, what are you saying most of the time when you're responding to people? Like, for instance, I am an empath. I like to say that mean. What is an empath? Is a person who takes people's energy, who feel people's minds and hearts and all that. Do I want to be that? Yes, I love to be that, but now I want to say I am an emotionally balanced empath. So lokho kungenza ukuthi noma bekuthiwa ngiyazi ukuthi ucabangani, uzwani, noma mhlawumbe ukhathele, uthola ukuthi ukukhathalwa kwakho sekuzodluleka kuze kumina. So that now will no longer happen to me, because I still want to feel people, but not ukuthi into zabo zingene kumina. Omunye uzothi I'm lazy. So is laziness going to I believe that I'm a lazy person, and your beliefs and impact action with a type. So is that what you want to believe, or do you want to believe something else? Okay. And then must also be identity. So identity also controls your behavior. Actually, identity is who are you? how do you identify yourself? Are you quiet? Are you outgoing? Are you a mother? Are you kind? Are you an alcoholic? Are you procrastinating? Are you sensitive? Are you a Christian? So these are the identities that we put on ourselves. But again, identity, challenge yayo, noma ngithi the strongest force of an identity is that whatever identity that you have, you will want to fulfill. So now you need to check ukuthi now mangiti I'm a very angry person. So you will want to prove that to yourself that you are angry. You are an angry person. Now do you want that identity? Okay. So but identity also depend on how you feel in the given moment. So how you feel in a given moment can make you act in a different way. Let me see if I can be able to mute everyone. So we'll be running out of time after 10 minutes. Izobuyela lana. Ubalo ngayimutile, guys. Jeez, how do I mute everyone? I don't know how to
no.
Ubani? Okay, it's fine. Asiqhubekeni again. So what is your identity? Now you will look at your identity right now, but what is more important is to look at all these 12, 13 pillars and then ask yourself, what is the identity that I want to carry with me that will propel me ukuthi ngibe kule nto engifuna ukuba yona in each category? Okay? Ngoba i-identity makes people also ukuthi bakuperceive in a certain way. So like for instance, if I have an identity ngosanda njengoba kade khuluma manje, mase ngimjaja ukuthi uyayitshela ngoba nangu ukhulumile. Abanye abantu ave bekwazi ukukhuluma. Whatever that you are going to say to Sanda will determine how you treat her. So the identity that we have out to ourselves and the identity that we have to other people will identify even the relationship that we have with them. So in relationship ayiphi right ngoba right nje ngoba right yona relationship. In relationship iba right noma ingabi right based on the identity that people have about you or perceive about you or the identity that you have about them. So it is important that even when you look at people, you believe the best about them. You say something that is empowering about them. Because if you say, hey, there's something fishy about this person, ngeke versus treat ngendlela right ngoba already you have this conception guy ukuthi unento angayivezile ngaye, and then how you interact with this person will be limited rather than ukuthi ukholwe ukuthi this is a good person, this is an authentic person. So we fall there thina sabantu because we are looking at people and then give them identities that are going to limit us, limit how we interact with them, and how that will limit how also limit the relationship that we have with them. So now what is the identity that you want to have so that you become your best you? So you're going to write that there, but it also helps to know where you are and your limiting beliefs and also the story that you are telling yourself. And then we talk about then our values. Our value, they are about the price tag that you place on yourself. What is it that you value in life? And most of the time, our values ethu sike sibe nawo, but it's what enforce kwabanye abantu. I will encourage ukuthi when you have values, you actually enforce them on yourself, and also your values will empower you ukuthi ube the best person that you can be. Like for instance, if you say my value is growth, I posted some values here. My value is mine. My value right now is growth. It used to be honesty, but I realized with honesty, it's a value that causes problems between me and other people, because sometimes I will enforce that honesty kwabanye abantu, but enforce me. And I realize that sometimes there will be times where I'll have to be dishonest ngoba kufanele like filling the forms. I know ukuthi mangisho the right thing, then I will be disqualified. At school, at Bible school, there was a time la kwakufundiswa khona into engakholelwa kuyona. But if I had to write that question and answer that question ngendlela mina engithi mina ngikholwa kanje, then I'll find ukuthi I will fail. Then I'll have to fill in the forms based on the answer that they are requiring so that I will pass. So do I necessarily call that ukuthi I'm a bad person because I was dishonest? And then I realized this is a limiting value, but what is it that will push me forward? It's growth, it's curiosity, it's love, it's harmony, it's intuition, it's joy. I thought joy is better than honesty for me. It's excellence. So you will choose now what are the values, at least 5, that are going to propel you so that your dreams become successful. And then must go about character and personality. Personality is the image that you send out to people. Okay, the image, like for instance, if ngizoqhamuka ngithi yazi ukuthena ngifuna abantu babone ukuthi ngisigwili, so manje ngizogqoka ingubo nje ezikhathele, mase ngigqoka ngiphatha isikhwama esigugile, then leyo image engiyiportrayalayo abantu bazongitreat-a kanjalo. You know, I can choose that because in the intention. But if ngifuna ukuba this top class person who enters the place and command, or abantu bam respect, and if I walk, I turn heads, I cannot dress like that. So the image that I project, how I communicate, the words that I use, those are the things that determine a destination. Okay, and then character is also the same as my values. Are you a person of integrity? Okay, a person of fidelity, of compassion, a person who contributes. You are a responsible person, a person who stands for justice. So these are the things. A person who's courageous. So you are going to think about that to see what personality and character that you want to project in whatever it is that you want to achieve. Remember that these are your desires, and you have the perfect picture of what you want to become, the best you. So align authentically with the perfect picture that you have in your mind. And then again, the spiritual life. So now again, these are pillars that are broken down to make it easy. What is it that you are looking at in your life in bite size, in portions, so that you think of your life holistically. So what is the old story, a limiting belief that you are telling yourself in your spiritual life? Like for instance, I don't know how to interpret the Bible. Okay, but this now will have to now create a new story, because you need to identify, as I create this new story about myself, my new desire, as I describe it. But what are the limiting beliefs that I normally carry with myself, that even if sengazi funa ukuthi ngenzeni, but I will find myself sabotaging me. So you need to deal with those limiting beliefs. So that is why I've written it down, because identify them, identify the old story, so that at least you are aware, so that when that thing, that conditioning, that comfort zone yakho, because the comfort zone is that identity endala isinayo, by comfort zone yethu yokuthi if ufuna ukushintsha, even if no, you can't go there. You definitely can't go there. Move. So when you know which comfort zone yakho yini, then you will be able to do the right thing, even when it's hard, when it's difficult, even when your body says no, even when your mind says you can't, and you say no. Body, mind, you're going to listen to me. I will. I'm the commander of the ship. Uzoya lang getting yakon. Right. So what is the ticket that you are looking for? And also, I want you to also include the emotion that you will feel when that desire is accomplished. So picture yourself, look at yourself, feel, be it, feel it, and then come up with an emotion. I-emotion iqhamukela yona. So unfortunately, so phuma manje ngizocela ukuthi sibuyele. I-emotion izivelela yona just because you are being that person, you are being in that state. So you take that emotion and write it down. You will understand why I'm saying write that emotion at the end when it says khuluma quality of life. Okay. And then the next one will be love and relationships. When you go to the end and you picture yourself when it comes to love and relationships, what do you want to be? So you're going to write that down. So into ebengifisa ukuyenza, because we are prioritizing impilo zethu. So love and relationship. So basically, guys, as we are back, you see, when things like this happen, who perfectly me coaching. Okay. When things like this happen, who perfectly me coaching is where we test ourselves. How do I react when there's an element of irritation, like this Wi-Fi thing? How do I act? How do I respond? How are my emotions? And as we grow in managing ourselves, we need to get to a place where we are able to flow with either situation. When it's like this, you expand yourself, you open up yourself, when you say it is what it is, or whatever go-to affirmation that you've created for yourself. Because you know what? I feel that I'm losing it. I'm becoming anxious. I'm becoming overwhelmed. I'm becoming irritated. And that is the sign that's indicating to me that I'm no longer standing where I'm supposed to stand. I'm no longer in my alignment. I'm no longer in my power. And how I feel and the identity of being irritated that I'm carrying now is obviously going to make me act like that. You see, when somebody, let's talk about relationships. Relationships, or would see when somebody's fearful of losing the other person, then you are not going to act powerfully. You are not going to act as, I love you so much and fulfill the other person. You are going to be clingy, or you are going to do some things that will sabotage yourself. Ask people who have been fearful of losing relationships. Did they act powerfully? No, they didn't. Abanye, they ended up going outside the relationship because they were feeling, I'm going to be deserted. I feel my spouse, my wife, my husband is going to leave me. And you actually become the one who will leave and do something stupid. Okay, because how you feel will make you do. Though you may think, I'm feeling this because I'm projecting on someone else, but it's actually you who's feeling whatever that you are feeling. So it's important that we are aware. We are aware. So write down now on love and relationship, what is it that you want to experience? And also the emotions. So I would like to hear from you guys, Guti. Do I wait for us to write, or can I trust you that you will do the work? Can I hear from you? Anyone to comment? Hello? Okay, no one is saying anything. So let me say, because yes,
We'll do the work, ma.
You'll do the work. Okay.
Yes.
So thank you so much for that. Who responded? Nguna? Who is it that responded?
usanda manje othi uzowenza umsebenzi.
Okay, all right.
Mm.
All right, okay. I'm trusting you. I believe in you guys. Uti, you are going to make yourself proud and make me proud. And also parenting. I know, Uti, maybe you are not a parent right now, but do you have a picture of what kind of a parent you want to be? You know, most of the time when we are being parented, we tend to be frustrated by the things that we don't like that our parents are doing, and then end up becoming those things, Masesiba dad. So it is important that we create our own identity and our own image, pictures and images of what we want to become. Like for instance, I am getting your parent is very critical. Like let's say, like my dad, he will criticize, he will and then Masengimdala, I realized I was exactly like him because I was busy being frustrated by the things that he was doing. I did not have a picture. I would say, I see my dad is doing this, but I would rather be this instead, and then create a picture of that. At some point, I was not happy with Mawami. Desserts is like some sort of a desertion. It's like he will allow me to do things for myself. Even he will not wake, she will not wake me up. I'll have to wake myself up. Sometimes ngibe late schooling. And then only to find ukuthi, oh, masise ngibone sengimdala ukuthi okay, nami there are areas where I'm allowing my boys ukuthi ziboneleni. I did not like that to mama ikwenza, but I'm somehow in one way doing it ngibantwana bami. So even right now, don't use an excuse yokuthi angakafiki khona. Prepare manje so that you have that vision of your future, so that that vision becomes your navigation system that tells you to go this way. When you have that picture, it will give you steps. When we say the steps of the righteous man are ordered by the Lord, when you have the destination, then your navigation system, which is your spirit, will make sure it takes you there. Okay. And we also have fitness, health and fitness, same thing applies. You know, when kutufunani, mina, really, I have to lose weight. But this has been a struggle for me. So this is one of the area for 2024 that I will have to give my undivided attention. Which my kg, my weight should be 60 kgs or less, 55, at least 55, but to 60, I think it's better. So 60 kg. So moving from 110 to 60 kg, my mind will automatically say, oh, it's going to take a long time. So that's the story that I'm telling myself. I've been trying it for a long time and it takes time. So I need to create a new story, Guti. You know what? It's possible. And I'm loving it. And I do have evidence about who have done it. And I'm one of those people now, because I am capable. I am resilient. If I want to do something, I do it. So this one I'm going to do. I'm going to achieve it. And it's easy. So another thing that we need to understand is that when we create a new story, we need to say it with passion because beliefs. Hello. Okay, can we mute ourselves? When we say these stories, these beliefs, and say them, new beliefs, and say them with passion, involving even our emotion, owning it, feeling it, and saying it over and over and over again, then it becomes our identity. And then Masekuba, same thing, emotional intelligence. Saying send a little list, a link if you want to just type it out instead of writing it. Is in the group. So you just go there and there's going to be a link that will be coming back to you. Nomi response that you'll be filling in will also come back to you, and I will also have a copy. If you fill this in time, then I will print your responses. For those who are going to take time and make sure that they fill it in, I promise you, I will fill in your response and I'll bring it on Saturday. Unless Mauna you print that we print Elewena, then that will be even great. But please do let me know. So Master Sizaku, emotional intelligence, which I've recently changed it to emotional fitness. How do you feel most of the time? What are the emotions that you are feeling all the time? And how will you like to feel on the daily basis? And we know we've established duty, emotions are magnets. So if you feel great, then great things are going to come into your life. And then cognitive, that is mental processes, thinking, problem solving, memory, language. Okay. So how are you when it comes to that? Are you forgetful like me after COVID? Because I was very sick during COVID, my memory was affected. But that's an old story. That's the old story. I'm not going to say that anymore. I'm not going to always take myself back to COVID and say COVID that, because I'm making myself stuck and saying to myself, this condition can never be redeemed. So I'm saying there are ways to improve my memory, even that area that forgets people's name. I will find a way, because I know through God, all things are possible. And with that, I feel good. You know what? There is a solution. And I'm getting better and better when it comes to my memory. And I'm getting wiser and wiser. And I remember things. I remember people's names. And Masasiya, we career. Who career lapaya? It includes also your business. Same thing. And then financial freedom. There's one thing that I want to highlight, like financial freedom. You would be bold and write a number. You would see on a monthly basis, how much money do you want to have so that you can experience this freedom, so that you can live a comfortable life. Because as I was saying, your identity will say, Mina, I struggle. Mina ngihlala la elokishini, and you are comfortable with staying where you are staying. And whenever you want to change, your identity will say no when umuntu wala. So now you need now to create that new story with this is how much, even if it's scary, if it's your desire, write it down. If it's 350,000 a month, that will make me comfortable, or 500,000 a month, that will make me comfortable, write it down. And also pay attention, are there fears inside you? Because this is important also to write down something that is reachable, even though ungathi 500,000, but your mind and your heart is saying this is very high. There's no need then to write something down that will cause you to just put on brakes, because that comfortable identity of yours, if it was it's being overwhelmed and it's being threatened, it will press a brake, and then you'll find usuhluleka kanti wena or overestimated. So it's important also to feel, is this within reach, or am I just saying something that is like a dream that is unreachable? Okay, so please don't do that. It's a big leap, because your comfortable state will say no, you are not going there. Go 3 months coaching way together, then we will be going through limiting beliefs that deal with money story. Why are you not the millionaire that you believe you should be? Because there are limiting beliefs that are holding you back. But now you write the ones that you have. But Master Sensi coaching, we will go deeper when it comes to our finances. And then Master Kuba, social, leisure, and fun. How do you experience fun? I know it's with me, that's one of the areas also I tend to, because of the old story that I have, I'm an empath. Then when I tend to be drained. So there is a limiting belief that makes me feel like that, and I would rather be on my own, in my own space with myself. Unless I am serving people, then I can go all out. but I also want to create a part in me when I'm having fun, when I'm socializing, and also connecting with new people, you know, because that one needs some work from my side. And then mase kuba quality of life. Quality of life, I would like to read this because I know okay, what do I write with quality of life? Quality of your life is determined by the meaning that you are attaching to things. So you look at all these 12 pillars and you'll say, what is the meaning that I'm attaching to things? Like in a relationship, do I, like for instance, like a married person, if your spouse is not there and you begin now to overthink, and then you attach a meaning ethi njengoba engekho somewhere khona into ayenzayo. So that meaning that you are attaching to that obviously will create anxiety or frustration or panic, you know. So now if you are anxious, that is the quality of your life. Is that how you want to live your life? And that anxiety will make you behave in a certain way. So now it's just a matter of understanding. Okay, let me read what I say. So the quality of your life is determined by the meaning that you attach to things, that is the things that you are focusing on, and also the quality of your emotions. So I said that you can be a millionaire, but if on a daily basis you are always frustrated, then the quality of your life is frustration. There are people who have all the money in the world, but they are angry people. So that's the quality of their life, not the fact that they have the money, but the fact of how they are feeling, because the money is not able to ship them with Baba Bandaba happy. You can have an amazing spouse and children, but if you are always angry, then that's the quality of your life. Now, being angry is because you are attaching a meaning that is making you angry. So now the thing is, how can I look at the situation differently? Do I have to protect myself and lie to myself? If lying to yourself will make you be a happy person on earth, then maybe that's what you need to do. But it's not so much about lying to yourself, but it's more about how can I look at this situation differently? What can I say instead of saying whatever that I'm saying in my mind and then becoming angry, because no one wants an angry wife, an angry husband, even if lo muntu na uyazi ukuthi unamaphutha, but ukuba angry does not attract you, does not make you immediately delicious to that person. Inaloko, you are pushing that person away. Okay. Unfortunately, I know that people will want this to be the other way around, but for us to be able to master life and be the best version of ourselves, we need to understand this and accept it as it is. Like, for instance, one woman said to me, you know, I'm depressed. So that is her identity. Because my husband, she was depressed before she got divorced, separated. And then she says, I want my husband back. Do you think your husband will come back? Is there a reason for your husband to come back as you are complaining? You're a complainer and you're miserable. Do you think there's anything attractive? The best thing and the best gift that you can give yourself is to be the best you. And she listened to me. Now you are robbing your children time with their mom because you are hoping that that door will open. And also you believe that if that door is closed, no other door will be open. There are many doors. There are many doors. It's just that we need to believe there are many doors, that you are resourceful. If one door closes, there is another one. But okay, let us not close doors just because it's economy. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, be the best you. Because when you are the best you, then you become resourceful. Okay. So reflect on the quality of life in the present moment. Your quality of life, looking at the meaning that you've been attaching to things, and also the emotions that you've been carrying on a daily basis. What kind of a quality of life that you've been living right now. And then now look at the list of emotions that you want to experience. And then look, okay, my best self. When it comes to spirituality, I want to feel connected. When it comes to relationships and love, I want to feel love and connection. And when it comes to parenting, I want to have fun, joy, because that is what I want. I want to have the quality time of fun and joy with my family. And so then you start listing all those emotions. Then now it will mean on a daily basis for 3 months or for your lifetime, these are the emotions that you will experience. These are the emotions that will be your home, that will be your go-to. And I tell you, in a year's time, in 2 years' time, 3 years' time, you will be cream, you'll be a delicious person that is being loved by people, also being loved by you. Okay. And then Masegubage, a life vision. I love this one because as you look at the best you, the best you that you are and that you want to become, then I want you to write down your life vision. I said here, go to the end of your life when you've done everything, you've lived your life as you want to live it, and then look at your life at that standpoint of view. How have you lived your life? So I wrote my example of a life vision. I said, this is my life vision is Thando Joy Home, is to live a life of love, joy, compassion, gratitude, and excellence, impacting and influencing people to be the best version of themselves, to live a full life with no regrets, to love deeply, to laugh deeply, to feel deeply, and to open my heart with no fear, and to be in a rich state of gratitude. When I look back in my life, I want to say I was perfectly me. So that is my life vision. So, then from this, then create your pictures that speaks to the vision of each and every pillar that we have here. If my pillars all 12, they don't all speak to you, choose those that speak to you and then stick to them. If these pillars, all of them, they don't work for you, then what is it that work for you? Stick to it. Be perfectly you. Love who you are. Don't be afraid to make a mistake and express yourself the way you want to express yourself. So having said that, I am done. I'm looking forward to see you on Saturday and get your pictures ready, print them. Unfortunately, I don't have a printer right now. Benson printela. Ginai printer, but incane ayikwazi ukuprinta high volumes. Benson printela iy'thombe kulaba abayifunayo. So it is important that you get your pictures, get magazines, cut them out, print them out, and then cut them out. Kodwa isize we-pages nalo is an A2. It's an A2 sheet. It's this size. Vision board, but I don't know whether you'll be able to go to A3 about 3 or A3 about 3, then that's the size of the sheet that will be given to you. So thank you guys. I am done. Any questions?
Yes, shalom, Mama, and perfectly me
Shalom.
people.
Yes.
Umbuzo wami ukuthi with the 12 pillars. So my question is, are they separate? Are we gonna do them separately with our own pictures as well? Or we're gonna answer this question for all 12 pillars separately and have our own pictures for the vision board? Or how are we doing it? I think I can early, maybe I might have missed it.
Okay, so kukuwena ukuthi ama-pictures akho wamisa kanjani. But this was just a template for me to help you ukuthi buka lama areas in your life. But you don't necessarily have to have 12 pictures. But if you want to have 12 pictures futhi, it's okay. So when I feel ukuthi ufuna ukwenza nje, ufuna ukuthi vision board yakho ukuthi uyi-represent kanjani. It's your artistic, it's your passion, it's the picture that you have in your mind. Go out of the box and express yourself the way you want to express yourself. So there's no wrong and right. Ngiyaphendula umbuzo wakho.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Trillionaire. Ukhona omunye nombuzo? There's another thing that we need to overcome ukuthi sikhulume kuma-Zoom meetings. Because who knows, you are going to be sitting where I'm sitting and chairing a meeting. Let us speak. Kodwa makungekho isifuna ukusho futhi, that is fine. Yes. Okay, okay, so thank you guys. Thank you so much. So let me leave. Manje will do, Mama. Thank you, Mama. I'm digesting all that you have said. Yes. Okay, any questions? We do have a number, yase office. Uzosithola uNomfundo, a lovely lady that has been calling you today. She will answer your questions. Yeah, already nje ukuthi anisize. So thank you so much. Bye-bye, guys.